what time that is. It's cooking time with Ty. And I am not in my normal kitchen this week. I am in actually my grandmother's kitchen. And here is my Grammy.
Hello everyone, how are you? I'm going to be 79 years old. I just wanted to let you know.
Today I'm making something for you. What if I told you I'm making something that's completely 100% vegetarian?
Okay, whatever you say.
Or vegan. It's 100% vegan also.
Oh, good.
And it's going to taste good.
Okay, that's great.
Do you know what I'm making for you?
No,
I am making corn salsa.
Corn salsa?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it looks delicious. They look very fresh, all of the things you have.
And you're going to try it with some chips.
Okay, that'd be good. I like that.
Okay.
All right.
All right, wave.
Bye.
She'll be at the end.
Take care. Talk to you later.
Okay, so the things you guys are going to need for this recipe are 1 bunch of cilantro, 1 lime, 1 tomato, 1 jalapeno, 1 red onion, or half of a red onion. It depends on how much onion you want. I'm cheating and I'm using a can because my grocery store actually didn't have any fresh corn, and I know that sounds completely ridiculous, but I even asked the produce clerk and they said they were completely out, which is completely insane. And then you also need some salt and pepper. If you want to add any of your own spices, go right ahead. This is all up to preference, so if you want less tomato or more jalapeno, it's all up to you, but this is how I'm going to make it today. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the tomato, and you're just going to cut it into small squares. So what you're going to do is you're just going to core it. So that means you're just going to take off the sides, leaving the meat in the middle. And I would leave the core out for now. It's up to you how juicy you want your salsa. But I will cut, I'm just going to cut what I have now. And as you're putting it in the bowl, you're actually going to take it in your hand and squeeze it, so that way it's a little bit more juicy, but you still have chunks. It's just some extra juice at the bottom. As you can see, my cutting board is full of water, so at this point I like to actually take a paper towel and wipe down my cutting board. So then you're going to take your bowl, which is full of that lovely fresh tomato, and you're going to crack some salt in there, about a teaspoon. Okay, now we're going to deal with the jalapeno. You want to at all costs not to touch the inside of the jalapeno. Yeah, now you can keep the seeds if you want it spicy, but I like a more mild salsa, so I'm going to take most of the seeds out. I'm going to cut off the top. So then what you're going to do is you're going to stand the jalapeno, and you be very careful when you do this because you should be using a sharp knife. And you're going to hold it, and then you're just going to split it down the middle. Then what you're going to do is you're going to hold the outside as best as you can. I like to make a little incision and slide my knife under and then flip it and then do the same thing, just to get out those ribs. So then what you do is you hold it by where not the seeds are, so by the tail, and then you're just going to push those ribs out, and then you're left with a clean ribless jalapeno. So then you're gonna take that and you're gonna dice it. You're gonna do the same exact thing with the other half. And then what I like to do now is I like to take a little pepper, and again put about a teaspoon amount of pepper. You don't want to put too much. Now you can take the juice from half a lime or a whole lime, if your lime is not particularly ripe yet, you're going to take it and you're going to roll it while pressing down on your cutting board, and that should help to release some of the juice. And when you think your lime is a lot softer than it was, you can go ahead and cut it in half and squeeze it into your bowl. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your lovely cilantro, and again, all of this is to preference. I'm going to take a nice chunk. You don't want too much cilantro. I've come to find when you put too much, it overpowers your salsa. So I would start with just a little cilantro, and you can always add onto that. The recipe I'm using says to finely chop, but the thing is, when you finely chop your herbs, they can lose their oil and their flavor. So I'm just gonna roughly chop. What pulls this whole thing together is the red onion. First, what you're going to do is you're going to cut your onion in half, and then you're going to peel your onion. Some people call this a purple onion, some people call it a red onion. I call it a red onion. So then you're going to cut off the top, cut off the bottom, and then you are going to dice your onion as big or as little as you want. So then you're left with a good pile, a good amount of onion. You're going to add the onion in. So at this point, your salsa should look like this. And you're going to add another teaspoon of salt and another, I want to say, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So then you're going to take your corn, in case, like I said, I cheated, and I'm going to use a 15-ounce can of corn, and you're going to crack it open with the can opener, drain it, and then dump the corn in here. And this is what it looks like. Doesn't it look good, you guys? So now you're going to taste your finished product. You always must taste before you serve to somebody else. If you're not willing to eat it, nobody else will either. Oh, it's so good, you guys. And it's nice and mild. Now you can take your favorite tortilla chip. You can seriously taste everything, every single flavor. Let's plate this, guys, and give it to Grammy, and we'll see how she likes it. How pretty does that look, you guys? Oh, looks so good. Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
Hi. What's his name on The Price is Right?
Drew Carey.
Hi, Drew. I came to see you.
Wait, go ahead. Try. Honest opinion.
It's not very juicy.
What do you mean it's not juicy? It's not supposed to be. It's chunky. Is the flavor good?
Yes, it's very good.
Well, would you consider this a success?
Yeah.
You heard it first, guys. Grandma approved. Now go try this on your own time. I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye!